Hi everybody, here's another video from Angie's Inspirations. Well, 2 nights ago, myself and my husband finished our parenting course called Parenting Your Teenagers course, and we learned a lot of helpful information that I am now going to share with you. And I hope the information helps you as much as it helped us and our family. I can honestly say we have a better relationship with our children for taking this course. So, I've already shared some of the information with you about the love languages and setting up the meetings with your children when you need to talk to them about important issues. If you set up meetings with them, it helps them to feel more like an adult, and it helps them feel more in control of the situation. There's so much more information that I'm going to share with you. So we also learned there's an abbreviation, HALT, and HALT stands for hungry, anxious, lonely, or tired. So it's HULT. And when your children seem like they're irritated, it could be either one of those things. But we learned in this course that hunger, being anxious, lonely, or tired is, for the most part, what causes your children to act out and to act aggressively, possibly towards other people, or not be kind, or act out of their normal way of acting and not be their self. So you should always keep an open mind with your child and try to understand where they are coming from with different things that they may be going through in life. Our teenagers today face so much more peer pressure than we ever did as teenagers. Many of you might not feel comfortable talking to your teenagers about the facts of life, but that is one of the most important discussions you can have with your child, because it helps them to understand what your values are and how you would want them to act in a situation if they are ever in a situation that they feel uncomfortable with. This will give them the tools they need to respond correctly and help them stay safe And that is the most important thing. I should tell you that the facts of life today, that discussion includes alcohol, drugs, sex, all of it. And it should be early because children are getting into these situations at earlier ages than ever before. It should be an ongoing conversation with your child. You should set up expectations about how you would want them to handle it. You should let them talk to you about how they think they should handle it. The best way to handle a situation or to model how to handle a situation for them that they may be in is to role play. So you get into this role playing scenario with your child and you both sort of talk about a situation, a hypothetical situation, before it becomes reality. And this way, your child will understand and know how to handle these situations safely and without getting into trouble. You should always tell your child that if they are in a situation at a party, for example, where their friends are drinking or doing drugs, if they feel uncomfortable, one of the ways you can help them to deal with the situation is by saying, look, you can call me at any time and I will come get you. No questions asked. Now, for most of us, the no questions asked part is going to be hard as parents. But that's important because eventually your child is more than likely going to come to you with the situation that they were in anyway and tell you. And if you don't drag it out of them in a way that they're uncomfortable with, they will be more comfortable with coming to you and talking about the situation more openly with you. Also, you should always tell your child that, if he or she is going to be sexually active, they should carry condoms with them. They should, and I'm not saying anybody's child should be sexually active, but the reality of the situation is some kids are going to be, and as parents, if we close our eyes to that reality, then we are only fooling ourselves. So, the best thing we can do is prepare them for it. Make them feel safe. Make sure that they are in a safe situation. They should carry condoms with them if they are going to be that way, be sexually active. And they should insist on using the condom when or if the situation arises. But I'm going to tell you now that you can avoid your teen becoming sexually active altogether by being open with them and talking to them and explaining to them about, sex is supposed to be a wonderful thing between two people who love each other and who are going to be together totally committed to each other and no one else for the long term. And your child, if you explain the situation to them like that, they will be more likely open to waiting. And waiting is the best thing that your child can do, because sex is supposed to be a beautiful thing. It's not supposed to be something that you just take lightly and you don't prepare for the emotional part of having sex, because there is an emotional part of having sex with someone that your teenager may not be always prepared for, the emotional feelings that it is going to bring to the surface inside of them. Sex is meant to happen between two committed people who love each other and who feel 100% committed to each other. And that is the way it should always be. It should be something special, not something that someone regrets or something that someone wishes never happened. The emotional side of having sex with someone when you're so young is risky, because your child will become emotionally attached to that person and love that person. And if the relationship ends, then your child and the other child that was involved in the relationship are going to feel very, very horrible about some of the things that happened between them. And this is why you should tell your child or encourage them to wait for marriage. Wait until you find that partner that you are going to be with for the rest of your life, because that is one of the most precious gifts you can give to someone. And once you've given it to someone, there's no getting it back. It's gone. And your first time should be special, and that's it for today. For this video, folks. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks.